Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Monday, June 7th, 2021. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, and we're starting off this week on the muggy side with temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 60s over your far northern interior, the Poconos, Catskills. Meanwhile, along the coast, temperatures range from the upper 60s to lower 70s, even a few mid 70s in some of the parts of the Philadelphia metro, with a southerly wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour along the coast, more light and variable over the interior. Low clouds, some fog with all this moisture in the atmosphere, and then we even have a few isolated showers back here off to our west, but these will not be a threat for the region. When we take a look at our wind map, you can see the air mass is coming basically from the coastal waters around Georgia and South Carolina and heading right up the coast. Now, with these southerly winds, this means that the Delaware River Valley will have a nice chance of warming up very, very much. We're talking about high temperatures in the lower 90s. However, if you're right around Long Island, with that wind coming right off the Atlantic Ocean, your temperatures are going to be struggling in the mid-70s in many locations because of that direct influence from the Atlantic Ocean. So about 15 to 20 degree gradient throughout the region, depending on where you are in association with this southerly wind. On the surface map, you can see high pressure off to our east, a nice little Bermuda high, pumping plenty of moisture in the atmosphere, increasing the humidity in the atmosphere. However, we have a cold front off to the west, and this will eventually drop through the region, leading to much cooler weather by the time we get to the end of this week. But we got another day of hot and humid weather conditions with that potential for an actual heat wave being official around the Philadelphia metro and possibly portions of the interior as well, as we have temperatures pushing up into the lower 90s, and that will be 3 official days for a few locations, which means we officially have a heat wave. It's not going to last, though. In fact, it's going to be about 20 degrees cooler by the time we get done with this forecast period. On our radar, again, pretty much high and dry around the region, but watch out for a few isolated showers off to our west. This should remain over central Pennsylvania and not have an impact on our region immediately, but watch out for a few isolated thunderstorms later on this afternoon and evening, right around rush hour. On our latest visible satellite picture, as the sun is rising, you can see off to our east, plenty of clear skies, a few clouds here, and then a lot more cloud cover back here. Well, what is all this? Well, let's take a look at the infrared satellite picture, and that is an upper level low over, let's say, the mid-Mississippi River Valley, and that is pumping a lot of tropical moisture from the Gulf of Mexico right towards our neck of the woods. So it's basically a line of tropical air. That is essentially what we're seeing here, this line of tropical air pressing into the region. So we're definitely going to notice an increase in our humidity, and that's also going to increase the potential for an isolated thunderstorm or two this afternoon with a weak trough passing in. More in the ability for showers and thunderstorms can be expected by the time we get to tomorrow, more like widely scattered, and Wednesday more like widespread. And some of those thunderstorms with this tropical moisture will be capable of very heavy downpours, possibly some flash flooding, frequent lightning, wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. We may even see a few isolated severe thunderstorms. So just keep an eye on that as we move on into the afternoon hours in this forecast. So let's dive into this forecast. For today, high pressure in control over the western Atlantic, producing sky cloud cover. Again, watch out for a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures will range from the mid-70s to lower 80s on Long Island, lower to mid-80s over along the immediate coast, and then mid-80s to lower 90s everywhere else. Your best chance for lower 90s will be in the Delaware River Valley, right around the Philadelphia metro, thus the heat advisory. And that's going to lead also, with increasing humidity, a heat index between 95 and 100 degrees, thus the heat advisory being in effect. For tonight into tomorrow morning, watch out for some locally dense fog. Other than that, sky cloud cover with lows in the mid-60s to lower 70s. For tomorrow afternoon, more widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. These thunderstorms, again, will have the capability of packing a punch. Temperatures will range quite a bit, again, from the upper 70s to lower 80s on Long Island, lower to mid-80s on the coast, and mid to upper 80s everywhere else. On Wednesday, The cold front will attempt to move through the region, and that's going to lead to widespread showers and thunderstorms. And again, some of those thunderstorms will be capable of some very heavy downpours. Look for low temperatures to range from the upper 60s to mid 70s. High temperatures will range from the upper 70s to mid 80s along the coast, lower to mid 80s over the interior, and mid to upper 80s in the Delaware River Valley. On Thursday, this is when the pattern really changes. Now, this cold front is going to be stalled off to our south. And in the meantime, you're going to have this high-pressure system off to our north. And that high-pressure system is going to support an easterly wind. Now, that easterly wind is going to interact with this frontal boundary with waves of low pressure. And that's going to be the theme on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday. And so what you basically end up with is a cool, unsettled weather pattern with the threat for isolated to widely scattered showers every day, a little bit of fog, a little bit of drizzle, especially in the morning, and variable cloud cover in the afternoon. Temperatures on Thursday will range from the mid to upper 60s for lows and upper 60s to mid 70s for highs along the immediate coast, mid to upper 70s everywhere else. Then the rest of the forecast, you basically have from Friday on through Monday, low temperatures ranging from the mid 50s to lower 60s, high temperatures ranging from the mid 60s to lower 70s along the immediate coast, lower to mid 70s over the interior, and mid 70s to lower 80s in the Delaware River Valley. A far cooler air mass, and the closer you are to the coast, the cooler you will be because of that easterly wind remaining in place. So we had one hot weekend, now we trade off for a cool and cloudy weekend. And that is essentially what seems to be setting up. We'll keep an eye on that, see how that shapes up as we move forward over the next couple of days. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, and as always, stay safe out there.